Hello everybody and welcome to Indestructible Potatoes number 19 with a Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies backwards compatibility game with Corey, my co-host, and Austin helming the game.
And a dog.
And a dog. My dog, to be exact. My tiny little dog, yes. So, did you know that the Call of Duty Black Ops actually went up in price because of the backwards compatibility, Austin? It went up from 20 to it was usually what, like $20 if you bought it, like if you bought brand new with all the DLC and everything at GameStop, because apparently my disc broke, $22. And I sold 3 games for it. I was like, I had 3 old games I already have in the Xbox One, so I found no use for them. But I was like, damn, really? $22 even just because backwards compatible? I get people are gonna want it because they already sold their game or their 360.
Wait, how much was it?
$22 for me for that one because my old disc broke. But damn, dude, price went up by about $10 or so for, and that was pre-used too. That wasn't brand new. That's fucking ridiculous. I could buy a new game at like Walmart for that much. It was stupid as hell. But let's jump on into some topics. Star Wars Battlefront may get offline instant action mode. This has not been confirmed yet, but from what the speculation is, Star Wars may get off the offline mode is kind of a player versus AI aspect of it. Online play on all maps, but just you and maybe co-op split screen against a full squad of AI and whatnot, just dicking around. But you know, maybe the offline play involving a few more things. But we bought Battlefront, but I wasn't that much of a fan of it because it was just wasn't Star Wars to me. Didn't feel like the other Star Wars Battlefronts. I know Corey and I played it, but what do you think?
It just didn't have the same feel. It just felt like it felt like and this, I found this analogy to be very apt. It was just Battlefield with a Star Wars skin. It wasn't anything new. It was, I mean,
nothing different.
There was no space battles. There was no campaign. There was no, Galactic Conquest. Like, that was my favorite.
Yeah, Galactic Conquest would kick the shit.
I mean, if they created an updated Galactic Conquest with like just a lot more complexity and shit like that, I would have gone nuts on that. I would have played. I just feel like they're lazy.
Yeah. Was it developed by DICE?
DICE, I mean, it's just DICE and EA. It's a typical fucking Battlefield game.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Battlefield.
Yeah,
it's like it's my favorite shooter.
Austin and I love Battlefield 4. We love the shit.
Oh yeah, it's great. But it's like you couldn't have done better. You couldn't have,
You couldn't have tried.
Yeah, you couldn't just strayed from your genre for a little bit.
Here's the thing. I remember this being kind of a thing. Apparently, DICE and EA, or whoever developed the game, did our specific locations where they shot the movie and did art for it. Like, they took pictures of actual on-set locations. I was like,
that's cool.
Why the fuck? No, there's no reason. These are they are sci-fi locations. They're not legit locations where you can go out to the world and see them.
I don't know. I mean, it's fine. I don't care about that.
I'm just more bothered that they did it cheap and they sold it as a game, and then they fucked around with the DLC, adding Bespin, which is the newest DLC, mind you.
Yeah, I just feel like they could have done a lot more than they did with it, and
yeah,
it just felt kind of very lazy, rushed and lazy, and just not up to par with what the game used to be. The game, I remember we played that game for hours.
We would play it now we would go back because I think it's backwards compatible on the 360. So we would play that shit on the 360.
Give me that game with updated graphics and you'll be great.
Come up with an actual Battlefront and actually shove it to me as a Battlefront 3 or something like that. But don't cheat me, bastards. Darth Vader confirmed for Rogue One to appear in Rogue One. James Earl Jones confirmed to return as the voice for Darth Vader. He will be probably a secondary villain since there's already the protagonist in it, but he'll probably make his cameo in there somewhere. And James Earl Jones back with the voice, of course, and that man is like old, and he's like 70, maybe 80, but damn, I am happy as fuck to hear about that. I am a Star Wars guru. I'm excited to hear about James Earl Jones coming back for that shit.
Absolutely.
Shovel Knight getting 2 more free campaigns. The campaigns are Spectre Knight and the King Knight. Spectre Knight abilities are slashing attacks, mid-air dash, wall climb, only on set distances before falling again. No news as to the King Knight's ability, but the Spectre Knight release date is the end of 2016. With 2 new modes, Body Swap and Battle Mode. Body Swap will allow you to switch the character's gender, and Battle Mode is a multiplayer type game.
Interesting.
Yep.
I played a bit of Shovel Knight.
I played it. It wasn't bad. It's not a bad game.
Good stuff.
It's not a bad game.
Just good indie game stuff.
Yeah. Michael Mando from Better Call Saul and the Far Cry 3 joined the cast of Spider-Man Homecoming. He played the villain in Far Cry 3, Voss, and Nacho Vargas in Better Call Saul. His role is unknown for Spider-Man Homecoming, but hopefully we will get some news about everybody else's role since they're bringing in a lot of big-named actors. It'd be kind of neat to see how everything turns out. Steven Spielberg removes most of his own references in Ready Player One. He said that he is happy to know that he is a major part of the 80s, because the movie is kind of set, it has a lot of 80s references, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, things like that, especially video games, probably Pac-Man's in there somewhere, probably, Tetris and whatnot, but he said he didn't want to have, he knows he's a big part, but he didn't want to have that big of a presence in the movie that he wasn't really a part of.
Okay.
I think he might be executive producing, but he didn't want to overtake the film to the point where he was kind of putting everything else second to him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is understandable as a man with a bunch of respect as he does. That's supposed to hit theaters March 30th in 2018. Fargo actor Bokeem Woodbine will reportedly play a villain in Spider-Man Homecoming, as will Michael Keaton and Logan Marshall Green to also play villains. Now I gotta admit, they're adding a shit ton of villains in this Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh man, I just hope they don't fuck it up.
Well, this isn't going to be like the other two Spider-Mans, as we said before. This is going to be...
But the Spider-Man syndrome is they just have too many villains in the movie. So,
yeah, right now there's 3. They've got Michael Keaton to play the main one, which will most likely be Vulture, I think is what Steve said a while ago.
Yeah.
And then Logan Marshall Green and Bokeem Woodbine don't have whatever their roles are yet. Universal is lining up Dwayne Johnson for a upcoming Wolfman movie. Wolfman. No,
Wolfman.
Wolfman, I think, was played by the dude who was in Back to the Future. I don't remember his name. I feel dumb.
Marty
McFly. I think Marty McFly did Wolfman.
That's his character's name, dude.
That's his character's name?
It's Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox, sorry. Michael J. Fox did Wolfman, I believe, and they're probably I think they're doing a remake with Dwayne Johnson to helm the main character in Wolfman.
Interesting.
That'd be kind of neat to see, because I know Wolfman was shitty, but people loved it, actually. It was Marty McFly fan, so. No Man's Sky is looking to crack its universe open and break the internet entirely this August 9th for North America. The team is working night and day to make sure it's ready for release date on August 9th. I gotta admit, No Man's Sky looks amazing. I can't wait to see some videos in it, but sadly it's only PS4 and PC. But since I'm building a PC, I might well get it.
Welcome to the master race.
Thank you. It's about time. Thank you, Austin. The Surge is more than a sci-fi Dark Souls. The plot of this movie this game called The Surge takes place. The places the main character works is destroyed. Security drones have gone haywire and the crew is zombified. The main character's name is Warren, a sole survivor of a mysterious industrial accident. It is the release date is to be announced, but it's going to be on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Now, no news as to what.
Exactly.
No news as to what the game's going to be like, but it says kind of like a Dark Souls-esque game. Very sci-fi though, but it's wearing an exosuit that was kind of in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Dark Souls.
I don't think it's going to have a lightsaber. It's very sci-fi, but I don't know about that. So, Transformers: The Last Night brings back Tyrus Gibson to reprise his role as Sergeant Robert Eaps. He was in the first 3 Transformers films, and this is supposed to open June 23rd, 2017. As we stated before, not excited about Transformers. It needs to stop. As Filthy Frank used to say, it's time to stop. It's time to stop.
Where's Michael Bay's parents?
Where's Michael Bay's parents?
Probably dead.
No, his parents are probably living in a coffin right now. Probably.
I'm out of ammo.
Well, that's true. Sorry.
Way to get dark.
Cranston has resemblance of the original show character.
God.
Cranston's performance involves a lot of mocap and CGI. Says Cranston in an interview with I believe IGN. It opens in theaters March 24th, 2017. Nintendo confirms VR research. They are looking at it actively. The Nintendo NX is set for a release window of March 2017. Now, I gotta admit, Nintendo finally looking towards the VR would be kind of neat because of that new Zelda game, given the fact that it's 3D. Now I know
didn't watch the E3
I know
release.
Noah
What was all the jokes with like the Zelda setting everything on fire? Is that kind of thing?
No, well the thing was, this Zelda game has been developed for about 4 years now, or around there, because they had issues before with it about how the game would look, about how it would.
No, I'm just saying, like
interact.
talking about the fire part. Did you watch the actual E3?
I watched the actual E3 trailer of Zelda.
Why was everything on fire?
I don't know. It looked amazing. It looked cool. I don't play Zelda. I didn't play Zelda for a while, but I gotta admit, it looks like a decent game.
Oh, he's about to go to the mystery box.
He is.
Do it, Austin.
But I don't know. It'd be kind of neat to see what
This really makes me want to play
Nintendo does.
some Black Ops right now. Like, I really want to play. Oh yeah.
You're gonna go medic on yourself.
You're going for a medic, boy.
James Cameron is not a huge fan of the Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, James Cameron is the director of Avatar.
I don't give a fuck what he
This
thinks.
film has more of a retrenchment of things you had seen before. Now, apparently, James Cameron allegedly had talked to George Lucas about The Force Awakens and how it's very similar to Force Awakens is very similar to the first Star Wars, New Hope.
Yeah.
Now I gotta admit, it is very similar. If you kind of watch it side by side, you do see main characters introduced and yada yada. I can make a full video about this, but I'm assuming most people already know this. But the movie's fantastic. I love the movie, but people need to get off its ass because it follows the same plot line. It's a fantastic plot line, and it's a bitch to make new plots. Because you don't have a lot of time, and you've got to talk with corporations and get the money to do it.
I think it's a good jumping point, but I think they need to. I think for this to really become its own, they need to diverge a little bit from the. I really don't want. The worst case scenario is if they we're gonna leave number 5 or the second movie on a cliffhanger, like episode 5. That would be a huge fuck you to all the fans.
To all the fans.
It's like it has no suspense. So, do something new. Do something new.
Yeah.
I like it, but do something.
Yeah. Overwatch competitive play has been released on PC and Xbox One as of now. I don't know about PS. I don't know about PlayStation. Until you reach level 25. So if you guys are lower than 25, get them levels fast. Play some, easiest way to do it if you don't like playing PvP.
Tough shit.
Yeah, if you don't like playing PvP, then you should probably get used to it. But the easiest thing you can do is fuck around on AI.
Oh boy, you got the fucking ray gun.
Easiest thing you guys can do is just fuck around on the AIs and shit, and just kind of get used to your characters from there, and find your guys' happy place. Wreck-It Ralph 2 confirmed. The release date of March 9th, 2018. The film's plot: Ralph leaves the arcade and wrecks the internet. No news as to what that is or what that's going to be, but apparently it's going to follow the same plot. It's going to bring back all the same characters who did the voices and whatnot.
Okay.
Overwatch becomes Korea's most popular internet cafe game. South Korea, not North Korea. South Korea.
I figured.
30% of games on 30% of gaming is on to Overwatch. That's 3 out of 10 people who go to internet cafes go on to Overwatch.
That's awesome.
That's a pretty significant amount if you think about it.
Why can't we be more like South Korea?
Because we like coffee and we don't like our internet cafes. Because Starbucks owns everything.
I like internet cafes.
It would be sweet to have an internet cafe. That'd be fucking awesome.
Let's do a LAN party.
Let's do a LAN party. Let's do a big ass LAN party.
That'd be sweet. Well, have you seen the fireside gathering for Hearthstone?
I've seen a few of them. Yeah,
that shit's cool.
they're fucking huge.
And it's just like you get you kind of send out a message around your local area.
Yeah,
You gather a bunch of people around
in like a school or an auditorium of some sort.
Just anywhere that you can gather, you can get someone's house. But it's just like a bunch of people play Hearthstone tournament. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I've done it once or twice at college.
Awesome, don't
die.
It
was
awesome. Korea's favorite was League of Legends. It is down 27.8%. 4.5 million of the game's 9.5 million total sales were made in South Korea.
Huh.
That is about damn near.
South Korea loves their games.
They love their games because they're hardcore.
Well, you know the kind of tradition in South Korea, right? You have to play your soon-to-be father-in-law in StarCraft, and if you fail to beat him, you get married his daughter.
Well, I'm assuming that's for you. That's not for me. I don't play StarCraft, dude.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yep.
Some fine stuff for you.
All right, and finally, we got some good news. Pacific Rim 2 has a release date. John Boyega is also being in it. Just gonna go ahead and rephrase that for you guys to all know.
Black British.
February 23rd, 2018.
So he's gonna be the token Black British guy.
Yeah, the token Black British guy.
Awesome.
He'll get killed off. He'll
Love
get killed
it.
off.
Like
He's also being producer, mind you.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited to see what Pacific Rim turns up. Guillermo del Toro's not directing this one. as we stated before in many other recordings, Guillermo del Toro is not directing.
All right.
The dude who did Spartacus and Daredevil Season 1 is directing. But I'm very excited to see what comes up of this new film. Blizzard is hiring a new director for an unannounced Diablo project.
No.
It's either going to be a new game or new DLC. No news as to which is which, since the new director is leaving for his own personal reasons he wants to not manage, but he wants to continue writing. And I have to admit, I kind of would go with him on that one.
All right.
And we got some Xbox One. Xbox One news. Xbox One background music. Is not coming till August 2nd, alongside language region independence. Now that means you can set your language region independence so it can be English only or Spanish only or whatever language you know best. I don't know about sign language though. I feel bad for the deaf people out there who don't know. But I'm very excited for the background music to come up because that's kind of something that I'm actually kind of excited to see how it works. But Pixar says there's no sequels currently planned after Toy Story 4, Cars 3, and Incredibles 2.
Oh, God.
And that actually kind of worries me because Pixar is very good with their setting of movies. So it'd be kind of...
Except Cars. Fuck Cars.
Except Cars, yeah. Cars can kind of fuck off and themselves. Because Cars... I don't... Cars... I like the first Cars. The second one I didn't like so much.
Second Cars is bad.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever.
Yeah. And then we've got Bakhard Abdi, confirmed for a role in Blade Runner 2. There's no news as to his role, but he was the dude in Captain Films who did Look at Me, I'm the Captain Now.
Oh, God.
He was the dude who did that one. He was from Minnesota, apparently. So I'm very...
Okay.
Apparently, the news feed read he was... Minnesotans be proud.
Alright.
So... But, Awesome, we got some news for you today. Austin, come up here real quick. Talk with the big boys.
My legs are asleep.
Talk with the big boys real quick, Austin. We got some Agents of Mayhem news. Now we got some Agents of Mayhem news, Austin. The new Agents of Mayhem. We talked about this in later recordings. Basically, it's basically the creators of Crackdown, Saints Row, and it's a mix of Crackdown, Saints Row, and Overwatch. Here's some news. Will there be a radio station and licensed music, or will there be strictly original score? Agent of Mayhem will have a completely original score, as in the game.
Useless.
Seeing as the game is an open world, we expect vehicles and for transversal. There apparently will be a open world map, hopefully in the game that doesn't have that before.
That would be great as long as they bring the penetrator.
We'll bring the train. That's all 43 about. Another person something you might like. Can we run around blurred but naked?
Yes.
And this is what the director's saying. We wouldn't dream of dictating what other players do in the privacy of their own homes. As far as we in-game through our visual customizations, we've created a variety of skins with each character, but no bathroom birthday suits at this time.
It's messed up.
That's fucked up. If you want to run around naked, you better be able to fucking run around naked. Are there any voice actors in previous Volton games working in the Agents Company? We have T.C. Garson as Hat-Trick. He played Kratos in Gods of War. You've got Jessica Nicole, who played Persiskin in Phone and Fringe. Is there going to be an offline/online co-op mode feature added to the single-player experience? Aims to make him is strictly built. We've created the game in a way in order to give players in the field of controlling the entire agency super agents themselves. See what else we got here. Okay. Well, other than that, Austin, what do you think about a Agents of Mayhem game coming out for kind of a Saints Row?
I like it.
Overwatch Crackdown-esque game. What do you think about that?
Oh, it's gonna look really good.
No bathroom suits as of now. No.
I think that's pretty fucked.
That's pretty fucked up. Yeah.
I like bathroom suits.
You like bathroom suits?
Birthday suits.
Bathroom suits, birthday suits, whatever one. But we'll have to see how everything turns out in the future. But we'd like everybody to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see how everything turns out in the future. Hopefully we hear some more news about how everything turns out. But if you guys could leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we will send you guys some more videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Do not leave me to the
It's a
maggots!
lot for you to die.